We're in a fucking home stretch.
Yee.
All right, so we did examine your books and trips. Who was arranging it? A woman, isn't it? All right, let's move down. And if it is actually you, a man, arranging all those beautiful things like Christmas and outings, don't even dare get in touch with me looking for your medal.
Why
So
not?
exactly. If you're
As
going
a
to,
woman, I would like praise. So a man should. It's a people.
so she
Men are people too.
apparently not. First, she criticizes me for not doing those things, and apparently, I'm just supposed to do them and not expect to get "well done, honey" in return. Okay,
Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that.
that is absolutely perfect.
I bet you she's single.
Oh yeah, really. Take stock of the emotional labor you expect from women. Do you turn to the woman around you for emotional support and give nothing in return? I don't even understand what she's on about.
Okay, like I get it.
I don't.
She because you do this. You actually are a human and you realize that, like you and I are best friends. We are a great example for this, actually. You know when I'm feeling like shit, and I know when you're feeling like shit.
Yeah,
And in the relationship that you and I have, you don't expect me to just take everything that you're saying. Like, you don't expect me to carry the emotional burden of our relationship, meaning I don't get the chance to unload on you. And we all know that's not true. Like, you're not aware that this happens because you already practice it, because you treat me like a people.
okay.
And again, it's this is so bothersome. It's like, yeah, if you're in a loving relationship with somebody, you're going to listen to your partner.
Yeah,
If you are in a relationship with somebody who is selfish, get the fuck out.
true. I mean,
Moving on.
uh, it's like emotional labor. Give nothing in return, like not show my emotion to my girlfriend. I have on numerous occasions expressed happiness and sadness. I've cried in front of you many times, in front of my girlfriend
Hmm.
as well. When I'm sad, I'm a very emotional people, as you would say it. Um, it boils. I'm gonna tell you what it boils down to. It boils down to how men are being raised by their
Hmm.
parents. They are being
Hmm.
told to man up whenever there is a situation that in which they would cry.
Yeah.
You are being told man up. Figure out a way to solve this problem not with your emotions but with your head. Not with your heart but with your head.
Hmm.
That's why men in general, men on average, more than average, have a tendency to not show their emotion because we are told to man up. And by emotions, she means sadness, expressing sadness. Just to be clear, she
Yeah.
her emotional spectrum is crying. Okay, she
Hmm.
doesn't know that there are more emotions than being sad. Uh, by everything here. Uh, so what she means to tell you is that men don't cry in front of women, which is more likely than not. Um, I don't practice that because I think that it's perfectly fine and perfectly safe to let out a tear when you're sad. It's fine. You need to let that shit out. Your brain and your heart work together when it comes to emotions, When you're
Mhm.
sad, you cry. It's not a woman
Mhm.
thing to do. It's not a man thing to do. It's a human thing to do. When you're sad, you cry. When you're angry, you kick something, you punch something, you yell, you scream. When you're happy, you laugh.
Yeah.
Men are constantly being belittled and made fun of for crying because it's not manly to
Mhm.
cry. So that's what she means by emotional labor.
Yeah.
So,
Um, I think another aspect of this is the emotional labor you expect from women. It's like if a man got into a relationship with a woman and was always expecting the woman to be there for him emotionally. Like
uh-huh.
whenever he had a bad day at work, she would be there to rub his feet and ask him what's wrong. Whenever he had, a friend, like if a friend passed away, she would be there to comfort him. If he ended up, busting his toe at work, she would be the one to kiss the boo boo. Now, that what she's saying is that
But that's
that's taking stock of the emotional labor, and then do you do the same for her? It's like, does the man, kiss the stub toe? Does the man listen to the female counterpart and just listen and be there for emotional support? Does the man, hug her when she needs to be hugged or hold her when she needs to be held? Like, that's what this question is. Do you turn to the woman around you for emotional support and give nothing in return? Like,
once again, that's such
you,
a individual thing. They
yeah, it
they can
is
go
an
both
incredibly
ways.
individual. Yeah, this is more of a people thing. Like, you're absolutely right. This is more of a people thing. It's like a man could be the one who is expected to carry the emotional labor because the woman doesn't express her femininity in a way that would allow that to happen. And that is just her.
That
So
reminds. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, you're absolutely right. Like sometimes, the man is the one uh blah, like I just totally lost my train of thought. The fact is that this is something that needs to be looked at in equal light, and if you
Yeah,
are in a relationship with somebody who is like this to you, then you need to leave. And you are right in thinking that this is something that is once again very specific to her life, and that she is targeting that person again.
that reminds me of an episode of Only Fools and Horses, where Del Boy and Rodney's grandfather died, and
Uh-huh.
they had the funeral, and then they went back to their apartment, and all of their friends were there, and Rodney he was very very sad. He was extremely
Mhm.
sad. He was crying. He was down in the gutter. And Del Boy was just happy going to all the people. Oh, oh, you have a drink there. You have a drink there. Here's a cigar. Blah blah blah. And then when everybody left, they had an argument about how this was a time to be extremely sad.
Mhm.
And then Del Boy said that mom died, dad left when you were a baby, and I was in my teens. I had no choice but to be the strong one for you and for me and for granddad. And then he said, "You want me to be sad? I don't know how to be sad." And I think
Yeah.
that is what happens with
Mhm.
some people. Some people just don't know how to cry. They don't know how to be sad because they had to take on so much shit. They had to be constantly. They had to be the strong one. They forgot how to be emotional. They had to be this
Yeah.
emotionless stump and carry the weight of the whole world on their shoulders. And that's just what happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes life gets in the way. Ah, fuck me. Remember that loving your mom's sister girlfriend is not the same as giving up your own privilege to progress equality for women, and that gender inequality extends beyond the women in your direct social group. Okay.
Duh.
Um, there privilege.
Yeah, I was like, remember that loving your blah is not the same as giving your privilege to progress
Um,
equality or to progress quality for women.
what
No shit,
privilege?
Sherlock.
What privilege does a man have that a woman doesn't?
See, again, this is incredibly targeted. She's obviously talking about the white male privilege.
Yeah, but there is no such thing. What privilege? What privilege does a white man have over a black woman? Do they can they not get the same job? No. Can they not go to the same school? No.
Well, in the U.S., like in the U.S. there is a white male privilege.
No, by law.
Unfortunately,
By law.
oh,
Not
by
not
law, no. By law,
that's all
no.
I'm talking about by law. Okay? Not about what people do to themselves. By law. Is
Yeah, by law
one
there is no
person
such.
more privileged than another person judging by what they have between their legs and the color of their skin? No.
No.
By law. So all that white male privilege bumfuckery is a made up concept because the vast majority of people that live in America are white males have it better. That's what other people do to themselves. That's not by law. It's not that by birth. It's just fucking shit. All that this boils down to is be a nice human being.
Yeah.
Don't.
I'm surprised.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say I'm surprised 72 is remember that loving your mom's sister girlfriend is not the same as giving your own privileged progress for the equality for racially diverse women. Like she should put racial in the next one because it sounds like it's one of those things where she race around. You know what I'm saying? Like how she did for the other two that she did that for. Copy paste and put race in it rather than women.
Oh no. 72 is don't assume that all women are attracted to men.
All right, don't assume all men are attracted to women.
Yeah.
That's a people thing.
I don't. I don't.
Again, she's talking to one male specifically.
Yeah. It's. I don't know anybody. Again, anybody in their right mind who would say that all women are biologically but like programmed to be attracted to men, and all men are programmed to be attracted to women. Some women are attracted to fucking dogs. They fuck dogs. It happens. Some men are attracted to fucking a spot on their wall.
Horses.
They get their fucking dick hard when they see a smudge of blood on the wall. I'm not fucking assuming anything.
That's an interesting kink.
I bet you that exists. Don't assume that a woman in
What,
public.
Rorschach make it hard?
What was that?
I said, what, Rorschach make you hard?
Oh yeah, probably. Don't assume that a woman in public wants to talk to you just because she's in public. I don't. As a matter of fact, I go to great lengths to avoid talking to other people in public. I literally cross the fucking street when I see someone approaching me. Again, it's not a woman issue. I don't assume that a man in public wants to talk to me just because he's in public.
Yeah.
Alright, moving on. If a woman tells you that she was raped, assaulted, or abused, don't ask her for proof. Ask how you can support her. I'm innocent until proven guilty.
What?
If a woman comes to me and tells me that she was raped, assaulted, or abused, I'm going to need some citation on that. I'm sorry, it's not me being a rape enableist. I'm not just gonna take your fucking word for it just because you're a woman. Sorry, that's not how the legal system works.
Yeah.
If we
Because some women are malicious and they will cry rape just because they know that they're going to get the particular attention that they're going to need to manipulate a social situation in their favor, to villainize somebody. So yes, asking her for proof if you are the person that should. Like if a friend of mine came to me and said, hey, so and so raped me. At first, I'm gonna be like, you know, face value, I know that she's just trying to look passion. I'm not going to immediately uh uh villainize the other person until there's actual proof,
Mm-hmm.
because quite frankly, the quote unquote rape could have just been, you know, she didn't want anal sex and he accidentally stuck it in the wrong hole because it's dark and everything's wet and it felt great.
Yeah.
Like that's a thing.
That
Like
is a thing.
that's totally a thing where people, yeah, where people say that they were raped and an accident happened in the bedroom. And if
Rape.
you're with a loving partner and an accident like that happens in the bedroom, they will stop. Not only will they stop, but they will make sure that you are okay emotionally and okay mentally before they even think to continue. So if you are, again, with somebody who would do that to you, you have put yourself in a situation that is bad and you need to get out of it. Like, if you are in a relationship with a partner that is sexually abusive, because that turns into sexual abuse, then yeah, you need to get out of it.
Oh, now you're victim shaming. Hello. Victim
Um,
blaming, victim shaming.
yeah, okay.
They're not. They are not. Uh, the ones that need to get away. Okay, they need to be helped. Watch your fucking mouth.
I'm one of the victims. What the fuck are you talking
I
about? I'm
know.
one of the victims.
I know you are.
You get the fuck away from it. Yeah, I know.
Nah,
That's why I'm so
it's
adamant about this.
complete
It's like you
fucking
get the
horseshit.
fuck away from that situation.
Exactly. Exactly. Let
And you know, when I did go to my friends and say that, they didn't ask me for proof. Like, that's another thing. Who are you going to that's gonna ask you for proof unless it's like your boss?
yeah, you go to the police and say I was raped. Of course he's gonna ask for proof.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's his job. If people were accusing people of rape willy nilly and the coach says, oh, just because you were accused you go to jail, I can guarantee you that like 60% of the male population will be behind bars. And not just that, rape accusations alone. Just look at Woody Allen. By her standards, he was accused of rape. As soon as you accuse someone of rape, it's over. People don't want to get even if you are not even if you are proven innocent, proven by law by a jury of your peers, if you're proven innocent, your life is pretty much done for. Nobody wants to deal with you anymore.
Oh yeah.
Your job is fucked. Your career is fucked. Your every single relationship that you will have fucked just because you were accused of rape.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
that's why I need proof. That's why I don't believe. If you are not a close fucking friend of mine that I believe that I trust you with my life, if you're not my loved one, why do I require to believe anything that you say? Why?
Yeah.
No, definitely not. Alrighty. If you see a friend or a colleague being inappropriate to a woman, call him out. You will survive. You will survive the awkwardness. I promise. Yeah. If you see a friend or a colleague being inappropriate to another human being, tell them don't be inappropriate to a human being. There's no awkwardness about it.
Yeah.
Unless you're in the fucking 8th grade.
Yeah. So this again is going to be one of those people things, not necessarily a woman thing.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, this one. Oh, here's a good one. Repeat after me. Always hold men accountable for their actions.
The way
Again,
that she typed it out is inflammatory and demeaning, and it's a people thing. Always hold
yes.
people accountable for their actions.
Yeah.
Does not specifically have to be men.
So women cannot be held. You don't have to be held accountable for their actions. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Nah, you're a woman. You can do whatever the hell you want. But if you're a man, check your fucking privilege, bitch. That's what this sentence is. Check your fucking privilege, you fucking male sack of shit.
Mhm.
Do not walk
God.
too close to a woman late at night. That shit can be scary. Do not walk close to anyone late at night. You think I don't get scared when people walk fucking 2 feet behind me when it's dead at night? I do. It's scary for me.
Yeah. Like it's scary for anybody.
Yeah.
And like taking into like do not walk close to a woman late at night. That shit can be scary. It's like, okay, well what if I'm the kind of guy like if I was a dude
Mm.
and I saw a girl walking around by herself in a nefarious neighborhood that I was kind of familiar with, I would like I would be bold. I would approach her and I would be like, "Hey, I noticed that you're walking alone. Would you like some company around this area? I can walk you point A to point B, or if you want, I can walk you all the way to your door if this makes you feel safe." And I know it's kind of weird, but I'm a stranger, but I've lived here for a while and you're alone and I'm worried about you because I know that the people around here are not savory and I'm just doing this to help you out.
And I assure you 100% you'll be vilified for it.
If you were a woman and I came up to you, would you think I would be like, would it,
No, because
mean,
I have a functioning brain. If you walk up to this, if you see this bitch, if you know it's her, right? If you see her walk in the fucking hoodest of hoods, and you live there, and you walk up to her and say, "Excuse me, miss," there wouldn't be a single person alive that wouldn't hear her screams.
yeah, that's true. See, like for a guy, it can be hard to help women out sometimes
Yes.
because of this particular mentality.
It's because fucking decency has become so rare these days that it's seen as flirting, as
Being
hitting
the
on someone, being the
weirdo.
weirdo. Yeah,
Yeah,
just being a gentleman, just being, opening a door for a lady. I don't know, anything is so rare these days that it's rape.
Oh, did you? Okay, so, oh, this is frustrating. Because I jumped ahead because I read number 78 because I saw the word followed.
Uh huh.
So 78, if you see a woman being followed or otherwise bothered by a stranger, stick around to make sure she's safe, but you don't want to walk too close to a woman late at night. That shit can be scary. What? You either want the knight in shining armor or you fucking don't. Pick one.
I mean, first of all, like you said, it contradicts little the statement right above it. And second of all, I'm not Batman. I wish I was, but I'm not. It's not my duty to fucking pick up your duty.
Yeah.
Sure, I can stick, but okay, what can if you're attacked by 3 people with guns? Fuck that! I don't know you. You can go right to fucking hell, and I'll see you there. But no way, mademoiselle, am I gonna fucking stick around? Because you know what would happen. If I stick around, she'll turn around and say, "You fucking creep." And then the people that are walking close to her are gonna fucking look at me like, "What, you think that we were gonna rob her? What, are you fucking retarded?"
Yeah, that's a scenario that could totally happen.
I'm minding my own business. I'm sorry. If I see a woman being followed or otherwise bothered by a stranger, if he is a scrawny little weird fucking dude, then fine. I walk up to him and say, "Look, man, just go away, alright?" If he's the same height, weight as me, I would say, "Alright, man." If he's a little bit bigger than me, I would say, "Okay, man, get the fuck out of here." If he's a massive fucking 300-pound dude,
call the cops.
That could snap me in half like fucking Juggernaut, what am I supposed to do? Just because I'm a man, you think that I'm inherently fucking born to be a martial artist? No. Fuck that.
That's rather sexist. You know?
Ooh ha. This should go without saying. Do not yell unsolicited compliments at women on the street or anywhere. Do not yell anything unsolicited to anyone on the
Yeah,
street.
do not yell anything unsolicited to anybody. Did you laugh? Are you laughing because you read number 80?
Yeah.
All right, if you are a queer man, recognize that your sexuality potential misogyny.
Oh my god.
Okay, recognize that if or she needs to just say she needs to recognize that her sexuality doesn't exclude her from potential reverse misogyny.
My
Is there a
god. My god.
hold on?
What
You
is
know what? I
going
think there's
on?
actually a word for that. Hold on.
Yeah, it's called insane. It's called being insane. Wait, so is she saying that if you are a woman transitioning to man or a man to woman? What's queer? Is queer man a woman or a man? If you're a queer man, are you a woman that is a man or a man that is a woman?
Well, I'm okay. Wait, you're asking. Repeat the question. What?
Okay, if you are a queer man, does that
Mhm.
mean that you are a woman that transitioned to a man or a man that transitioned to a woman?
Neither.
What the hell's a queer man then? Gay?
Yeah.
Oh, so queer is just gay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because there's so many fucking things that you have to. Because queer back in the day just meant that you're fucking gay, right? You're a faggot. But now
Yeah.
apparently it can mean that you are a gay dinosaur that was once a woman, but now you're a gay man. Uh, so if you are a gay man, you need to recognize that you are in fact a man, and you are potentially misogynistic. Is that where I'm getting at? Is that where we're
Um.
at?
Yes and no. Because I have seen this happen, like particularly feminine men, like the ones that make my fucking stomach churn because they're like the super prissy, the twinks.
Oh, the
Like
the tomboys.
if yeah, well, no, the super feminine, like, oh my god,
Oh, okay, fucking Vanilla
you know,
Ice. Yeah, I got you.
yeah, like if just because they associate themselves with femininity and feminine, they need to realize that what they do can be potentially misogynistic, or they still have the potential for misogyny just because that they were born with a penis, which I feel is, again, she's not really being equal about this.
I'm
Like, she's really not like yeah, but queer men or gay men or whatever, like, they recognize that their sexuality doesn't exclude them from potential misogyny. They understand that. So the people that this person had surrounded herself with were awful people.
yeah.
Like,
What I think that she might be getting at is if you are a gay guy, you can be uh acted upon by a misogynist. Maybe? I don't know. The wording on this is so weird. Doesn't exclude you
it's
from
like they
potential. It's fucking weird. Oh dear.
yeah, there's really no such thing as potential misogyny.
Yeah, it's just like saying because you are a human, that doesn't exclude you from being potentially a serial killer. Yes,
Yeah.
you can potentially one day you can snap and kill somebody and then figure out, oh my god, I kind of like this, and then start killing, half the country. Yes, it can definitely happen. Yeah. If you're a queer man, recognize that your queer women or what's wrong with gay? Or
I don't know.
non-binary friends may not feel comfortable in a male-dominated space, even if it's dominated by a queer man.
Okay, again,
What
a
the
person who
fucking
feels
like?
uncomfortable in any kind of situation, like, I don't even know why she would write this. This does not need to be here. How is this supposed to help me as a woman in my everyday life? Again, I really don't know. Like, if you are a queer man, recognize your queer women or non-binary friends may not feel comfortable in a male-dominated space, even if it's dominated by queer men. Yeah, you know what? If people don't want to be around men, they won't be.
I am I'm a straight guy, and I'm uncomfortable in a male-dominated space. I'm uncomfortable in a female-dominated space. I'm uncomfortable in a people-dominated space. I
I
mean, what
was
the
gonna say
fuck?
something.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't like a particular group, just don't be in a particular group. It's that
Yeah.
fucking simple. You don't need to file any complaints. You don't need to fucking stack files on top of files of paperwork just to get removed from a circle of friends that you're not comfortable with. It's not a fucking event. Walk away. It's that
Yeah.
fucking simple, you dim-witted cunt.
And even if they, even if the person that they're talking about specifically was in a social situation, they can still, they have no reason to sit there and suffer. If they feel
Yes.
uncomfortable, they can leave.
Leave. Yeah, you're not gonna be hung and fucking burnt at a stake for leaving.
Yeah, like, why does this even need to be mentioned?
I don't know. There's like 80 of these that don't need to be said. Be happy to have women friends without needing them to want to sleep with you. The friend zone is not a thing. We do not owe you sex. You and I are perfect examples of that. There are this exists. You and I are friends. We don't owe each other sex. We don't want each other sex. It's not a friend zone. It's a friendship.
Yeah.
God damn it. Fucking
Well, okay, she did
Christ.
say the friend zone is not a thing. That is true. Like, the friend zone is not a thing. It's not a thing that people get pushed into and pushed out of. That's a social construct
Exactly.
that, a bunch of fucking snooty bitches hopped on one day and then it just caught fire and made itself its own entity. But in all realities, the friend zone is something that does not exist. You are either a friend or you are not a friend. Whether you are a boyfriend or a friend that I hang out with, or, a long distance friend or a best friend, we're still friends. And I get, like, I don't know. It's like having a lover. Like, your lover should be your best friend.
Yeah.
It's like, why would you want to sleep with somebody who don't connect to on an emotional level, don't connect to with, you know, on a mental level? Why would you want to sleep with somebody who doesn't, share the same kinks that you do? Like, why do you want to put yourself in a situation, in an intimate situation, where you feel awkward at all?
I don't fucking know.
It's like, I mean, not unless you're into that kind of humiliation, cool, but your other partner would know that. And, friends don't owe each other friends sex. Like, I understand that she put this in here specifically for dude bros.
Yeah.
If a dude bro is reading this, she specifically put it in here for this particular male, which is probably the male that she's been talking to the entire fucking time.
Yeah. It's like that
It's like,
one
there are,
guy from her high school that was bitchy towards her. Oh, you ruined my life.
yeah.
Alright.
Well, apparently she ended up getting married to him, and he ended up continuously treating her like shit.
Yeah. But, she couldn't leave
No.
or ask for help. That God forbid. God fucking forbid. Remember that you can lack consent in situations not involving sex. Such as when pursuing uninterested women or forcing a hug on a colleague. Oh my fucking god. I'm gonna have an aneurysm. Like, I can feel the cancer creeping up on me slowly. And what this is an elaborate way of saying no means no, which yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
like, no means no. And, again, if a woman is put in a situation where there is a man who does not respect her, then she needs to get out of that situation. Like, if somebody came up to me and they think that they're going to get a hug from me, they know that they're not going to get a hug from me.
Right.
Like,
I mean,
they know it before, like, when they smile and they open their arms and I look at them and I'm like, the fuck are you doing? Like, I don't even have to say that. I can just communicate that with my body and my face. Like, they will not, and I will hold out a hand if I want to shake their hand. Like,
and
there are ways to prevent people from coming into your bubble, and I'm sorry,
yeah,
but
it's
if
called
you
body
are such
language.
a lamb that you don't know how to do that, then you're sheltered and it's your parents' fault. Like,
And also, again, it's not as if women are not actively pursuing uninterested men for a relationship, albeit sexual or something more. I've had that happen to me twice. Twice. I had a young girl actually stalk me, literally fucking stalk me. And I've sent you screenshots of it was years ago, but I sent you screenshots of I don't think you remember or not, of our conversations and how she would not fucking leave me alone when I said no a plethora of times. So it's not that it doesn't happen when you flip the switch.
right.
But sure, it happens more to women, but again, it's on a person to person basis. If
Yeah,
you if
you're
you
absolutely
like
right.
if you don't believe me, go to Reddit and go to fucking uh our nice girls, and you'll see that. You'll see screenshots on top of screenshots on top of fucking Facebook messages and WhatsApp messages and all the other crap where it's just forcing intimate or sexual relationships on uninterested guys. It
Mhm.
happens. It happens women on women, men on men. You think gay men don't fucking pursue relationships that they clearly can't, or gay women?
Yeah.
No, it happens.
Oh yeah, no, I'm agreeing with you. I know it happens.
Yeah,
I'm saying
no,
that
no, I'm
it
saying.
does.
Yeah, yeah, no, I said no, like it happens.
Yeah.
Uh, Champion sex positive women, but don't expect them to have sex with you. I'm sorry, sex with you. That's the important part to pronounce that
But wait,
correctly. It's not sex with you, sex with
you're
you.
not supposed to compliment women. You're not supposed to do that though.
But you need to champion them. So you need to put them on a shield. You need to carry them on a shield and lead them on and position them carefully onto other men's penises, because they don't have to have sex with you, but with other people they can. But with you, you person read. So me, I'm reading this with, because you can see it's italic. You,
Yeah.
so I have to champion a sex positive woman, but I can't expect her to have sex with me. So if she's talking to me nonstop about sex and how she loves sex, and even if she tells me in my face, "Oh my God, wouldn't it be great if you and I had sex?" That means no. Apparently.
Mhm.
Uh,
Apparently.
Trust a woman to know her body. If she says she won't enjoy part of your sexual repertoire, do not try to convince her otherwise. Nobody's arguing that. Again, fucking who are
No
you
means
arguing
no.
with?
Consent.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, who the fuck are you arguing with? Nobody. Also, you can make an argument that what if you haven't tried a certain thing? I don't know if I would like pegging. I never fucking tried it. I never tried getting fucked in the ass. Maybe I would like it. Who the fuck knows? I never tried. I never tried. Like you said, it's like little kids. Like, what cake do you want? I want coconut cake. But I don't like coconut cake. You never fucking had coconut cake.
yeah.
You don't know if you don't try it. Sure, if trust a woman to know her body, but it's again, it's trust people to know their bodies. So if a woman walks up to me and said, "Bend over, I'm gonna fuck you in the ass with this 19-inch strap on," And if I say I'm not gonna enjoy it, I'm sorry. Nope, we're gonna fuck.
Yeah. Again, like, this is targeted towards one specific person, I feel. It's not like, this is a people thing.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
like trust a person to know their own body. If they say if they say they won't enjoy part of your sexual repertoire, do not try to convince them otherwise. Duh.
Yeah.
Again, no means no.
Be sensitive to nonverbal cues from women, especially around sex. We're not just being awkward for no reason. You read cat person, didn't you?
No.
First of all, I don't know what cat person is. What's cat person? Do you know what cat person is?
Like, a neko, a cat person.
I don't know what a cat person is.
I want to know what the fuck, like, you read cat person, where?
No, but can you explain what cat person is? Like a cat lady that has a lot of cats?
Yeah, like a neko. Like with the cat ears and like maybe the nose and like front paws and a cute tail.
Are you
Or
sure?
they're talking about a furry.
Are you positive about it? Because I don't. Even if it is that, and I believe you, where from the word awkward?
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know where she would like. You read cat person, didn't you?
Where?
No. Where
No.
the fuck would I even mistake cat person for anything? Like,
Be
cues
sensitive
from
to
women
nonverbal
does not
cues.
translate into cat person, and I think that's the only letter C in that entire sentence. Hold on, yeah. Nope, especially has a C, but especially is in the middle of the word. So I don't know how we could get cat person from especially.
I don't know. Be sensitive to nonverbal cues from women. Listen, there's no such thing. It's a fact, and a lot of people will try to fool you in your life, and actually ask you to pay them for this skill that they claim that they have. But I will tell you for a fact, there is no such thing as a mind reader.
Yeah.
Nobody can read minds. Non-verbal cues are called non-verbal cues for a reason. They're non-verbal. You cannot. A non-verbal cue can mean me flailing my arms. What do you think that means? What do you think me flapping my arms like a fucking chicken means? That I'm icky disgusted by something? That I'm enjoying it so much that oh yeah. You see,
I have no idea.
It doesn't fucking work the way that you want it to work. If you don't like something, I wonder if there's a thing that you can do to express discomfort and express that you do not like something.
How about opening up your mouth?
Yeah. How about letting words spew out of your cunted mouths? Wow. Oh my God. We are inventing so much hot water tonight that it is insane. We will literally drown the fucking trademark establishment. We will have all the trademarks. I mean, for fuck's sake, just say, listen, I don't like your dick in my ass. It's fucking disgusting. It's uncomfortable. Get it out.
Yeah.
Done deal. Same for me telling you, look, I really don't like when you sit on my face. You fucking squish my face so much that I cannot breathe. If you were to hold on to something, fine. I will eat you out all night. No problem. I don't like it. Then you can find a person, literally just walk down the street and you can find a person that fucking loves asphyxiation and you can sit on his face as much as you want. People are different. People have different fetishes. People like different things. State them. Be sensitive to nonverbal cues. How about fuck you and you tell me what you want? The same way I tell you what I want. Because that's what people do. When you expect something from someone, you tell them that. If they're not okay with it, if they're not okay with something, if you love each other, then nobody cares. No, I don't give a shit. If I say to my girlfriend, I love anal, I adore fucking anal, she said I don't, that's the end of that discussion.
Yeah.
Who cares? Done. We have millions of other things that we have both done and have not done that we can explore together.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god. God damn, we're
So can
almost done.
we can we sum up with 87, 88? Um, let's do 87 and 88 with 86. Consent is consent. Yes is yes and no.
Let me just see
Nothing
what I
means
didn't even.
yes except for yes.
It is not cute to try to persuade a woman to have sex with you ever at all. Go home. Same goes for pressuring women to have sex with you without a condom. Go home and masturbate. Yeah, no means no. Again, you can completely replace the word women with people. If you try to
Yeah.
persuade a person to have sex with you, don't.
Yeah, it is not cute to try to persuade a person to have sex with you ever at all. Go home. Yes.
Exactly.
Um, pressuring people to have sex without a condom. Go home and masturbate. Yes. Oh, this one burns me. Accidentally impregnating a woman who doesn't want a kid. Oh,
Uh,
like
fuck.
that one is, didn't you just like
It's,
didn't you just say something that was like the opposite where a woman wanted to get pregnant and she wanted to trick her husband?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
fucking sent. It's like, yeah, I do have abortions do cost money, and if the person there's no accidentally impregnating. Okay, I'm sorry, but there is really no accidental impregnation
Let's say
possible.
condom broke. All right. How about that? Can
Okay,
we say
if
that?
the
Okay.
condom if the condom broke, then yeah, I can see them going halfsies for an abortion.
Mhm.
And I could see them, doing that. That's perfectly feasible. That's something that, yeah, that's a discussion for two responsible people to have and to come to a conclusion on. If the abortion is something that they both want to do, then yes, uh, they need to pay for half of it. And if he doesn't want to and she wants to get rid of it, like, I'm sorry, but they need to have further discussions on what they want to do in their relationship. Like, he needs to figure out why she's not comfortable having a child with him.
Mhm.
Like, especially if he's ready and she isn't. Even that, if he's ready to have a kid and she's not ready to have a kid, he should care enough for her to say, okay, you know what? You're not ready right now. I'm not going to force this decision on you.
Right.
Let's go ahead and get an abortion. We can try again later when you're ready. Again, this is a whole consent thing.
And again, it's a people thing.
Yeah, and it's a people thing. Don't accidentally impregnate your partner. It's like, you might only physically women can get pregnant, yes, but when a couple is pregnant together, people address the man as being pregnant too.
Yeah.
And honestly, that is probably one of the most beautiful forms of feminism that has come to fruition, is that when a female and a male are pregnant with a child together, the male gets addressed as being pregnant too. And that is the best form of equality that I could possibly think of.
I completely agree 100%.
Yeah.
Then if you now remember the sentence "pay for half of it," and now go ahead and read 90 for me, please.
Yeah, Plan B is expensive, pay for all of it. Accidentally came inside a woman without protection.
Can
Plan
you
B is expensive, pay
can
for
you
all of it.
can you tell me what the fuck the difference is between those two?
I mean, I guess maybe in like one situation, like if 89 happened and the condom did break,
How do you
like
accidentally come in a woman? Like you can feel it coming from a fucking mile away. A mile away.
I don't know, maybe like I again, consent is everything. And again, if you are in a relationship with somebody and like if you are the dude and you feel if you feel the only way that you can rectify the situation is by going in and paying full price for plan B, good on you. But if you accidentally came inside of your partner, and I mean, I think paying for half of it, or I think paying for half of it should be applicable to both situations.
Uh, yeah. Okay.
Ugh.
Let's skip 91 because fine. I would like your opinion on 92. I think this is gonna be fun. Go ahead. Or not.
Well, I had to read it, and then I need to breathe.
Okay, I'll save you the troubles. I'll um I'll word it out. Examine your opinion on abortion, then put it in a box, because honestly, it is completely irrelevant.
That is so wrong. That is so
Because
wrong.
because you are genetically born human being with a penis between your legs. You have no say on the topic of abortion. Nothing. You, as a potential father who wants a child, you, as a potential man who does not want to have a child, have absolutely nothing to say when it comes to aborting the fucking thing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the year 2018. We will be your guides at this desolate tundra that is now a place of ignorance and confusion. The
See, like,
gates, the howling, frozen gates of hell have finally opened, and a slew of flying pigs gently flew out and shat all over our world. And it has now become this. Thank you.
mm,
I want to
I
die.
took a bite of food.
I
I'm
want to die.
sorry, I took a bite. This is so wrong. It's like, okay, I know that I've told you, and I'm totally okay with talking about this. I've had 2 abortions. You know,
Mhm.
if the men in my life were people, I should just leave it there. If the
Right.
men in my life were people, then I would have had a discussion with them. We would have said, you know, because in one situation, one of my partners did want to keep the kid, but they understood the situation that we were in, and they understood that it would be awful. Like, absolutely 100% awful.
Mhm.
And most importantly, they understood that I did not ever, 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 ever want to be tied to them. Ever. I did not ever want to have to see them after leaving them. Like, that is the point of leaving. And, it just, like, if I was in a position, like right now, if me and my current boyfriend ended up getting me pregnant, I know that we are not ready. I would be fucking terrified.
Mm.
Like, pregnancy scares me. But, me personally, like, I would be terrified. I would be terrified. I know that, we are not ready. It would be a serious down conversation because me and my partner, we both want children, but we both
Not
know that
now.
not now is a good idea. So, I mean, a lot can change in 9 months, yes, but are we ready for that kind of change in 9 months?
But
Like,
if you did end up getting pregnant and
yeah,
you want an abortion, you would, at least, by the very least, talk to your significant other about
yes,
about it. You would listen to the very least. If you already made up your mind, you know that you're gonna have an abortion, 100%. You would at least talk about it. At
Yeah,
the
like
very fucking least. Why? The question here is, why is a man being a man immediately removed from the discussion of abortion? Why?
because you're a man and you possibly couldn't understand the burden of having to get rid of a life, despite the fact that you are part of the reason why that life is existing.
Yeah, but then,
Because you are not carrying it, it is none of your business.
yes,
Like,
but
that is exactly what she's saying.
but you are killing off the life that you helped create. You not only have to deal with the emotional burden of having to kill that life off, you are also having to deal with the emotional burden of your significant other.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I said this so many times again. Who the fuck are you arguing with?
Like I said, like she's been around some
Jesus
seriously
Christ.
shitty ass.
Like,
She needs to find some new friends to hang out with.
she is not only out to lunch, she is working at McDonald's.
Yeah.
She is not only playing the forest, she actually lives in the fucking forest. I mean, for fuck's sake, enough is enough. Understand that disabled women are whole sexual human beings. Listen to and respect them. Well, fucking not if they're missing an arm and a leg. Ha ha. Why do they? But no, hold on. What the fuck does? Why do they have to be? What? Why does you have to say sexual human? What if they are asexual? Huh?
That's true.
What if they are asexual? You fuck.
You know, again, this is a people thing. Understand that disabled people are whole
Human beings. Yes.
Yeah, listen to and respect them. Okay, cool. Yeah, totally. I could totally do that. So, I think rather than like this person is awful.
I'm literally having a headache. Like, I'm honestly, I'm not making a joke. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm actually having a headache that is quite possibly going to turn into a migraine.
Wow. Okay, so I'll take over for a little bit. 94 is understand that not all women have periods or vaginas. Didn't she already say to support trans friends? And believe women's pains. Period hurt. Endometriosis is real. Polycystic ovaries, vaginal pain, cystitis. These are all real. Hysteria isn't. Okay, so didn't she already cover this?
Whoa.
She already covered this way later on, or way earlier on.
Okay. Hold on.
And hysteria is totally real.
Hysteria is a mental disease.
Yeah.
Endometriosis is
It's when the lining of the uterus gets
grows
so swollen
outside.
with blood that it can't
No.
shed.
Isn't endometriosis where the tissue lining of your ovaries doesn't grow inside but on the outside of the lining?
No, endometriosis is when the lining of the uterine or the uterine lining gets so swollen with blood that it just doesn't shed. Or it gets swollen with blood and it doesn't shed.
Oh, then I've read my
I mean, unless I'm
wrong.
completely wrong, like, fuck, let's Google that shit. Oh my goodness, I'm a woman and I might be wrong. Body, holy shit! And guess what? A man made me realize this. Holy crap!
What happened?
Oh! You must be subjectifying me. I mean, according to this, I mean, you must be doing something awful to me.
Was I right?
I don't know. Endometriosis. We're gonna look. Like I said, we're gonna look that up right now. I was just going on and being an asshole about everything that this woman wrote. Is often a painful disorder in which the tissue that normally lines the inside of your uterus, the endometrium, grows outside of your uterus. Yes, you are absolutely right. Endometriosis.
Now I'm oppressing you. Apparently, you are being oppressed.
I am. I'm totally being oppressed by being corrected. You know what? I'm so glad that a person told me about this. Yeah. Like, yeah, endometriosis is commonly involves your ovaries, fallopian tubes, and the tissue lining your pelvis. So yeah, it actually isn't restricted to the inside lining. As a matter of fact, it is because the outside.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, you're totally right. See, and I like, oh my goodness,
And you
you
googled
we
it
we
literally
Googled
in
it.
front of me, so am I
Yeah.
supposed to
Oh,
be
I'm
mad
sorry.
now? For fuck's sake.
You needed to be the one to Google it in front of me to make me mad.
Yeah.
We fucked it up, Lanos, and I'm sorry if I offended you
Jesus Christ.
by
But
Googling.
what really bothers me, it's not that believe a woman's pain. Yes, of course, periods hurt. Yes, nobody is disagreeing with you there. The jury is not out. Uh,
She already covered this like way up in like the
yes.
20s.
But hysteria isn't what?
Hysteria, you're right. Is it like his? There's so much wrong with this because like I understand why she. Because there's a lot like there was this thing. There's this stereotype where guys just think that women are
Hysterical, hormonal
being
when they're yeah.
yeah like I'm sorry, but that's a dated that's so fucking dated.
Yeah.
Like women don't go into hysteria anymore, and hysteria's definition completely changed, and it is actually a viable mental condition
Yeah.
based out of that MD book, the big medical mental one that I can't remember the acronym for. That thing.
Encyclopedia.
No, it's not an encyclopedia. It's like there's an actual thing. It is a type of encyclopedia full of just like the most up to date what have yous and whatnots on the mental conditions of human beings.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like some kind of manual.
A manual. Manual the human
Yeah, it is a
brain.
manual.
Twist the screw here to fix your hysteria. Dun dun. Ooh.
I mean, like,
I love the next one though. The next one is hilarious.
if a woman accidentally bleeds on you, try your absolute best to just keep your shit together. I'm sorry, but if anybody bleeds on me, I'm gonna try to do my best to keep my shit together, because if I'm in a situation like that, obviously I've elected to do this.
I like it. I like it how a lot of women think that period blood is not blood. Here's the fun fact for you. A lot of people are disgusted by blood, and period blood, in fact, is blood.
Yeah.
It's in the name. Period blood. It's not period eczema, or period acid, or fucking period mud. It is blood, and some people are disgusted by blood. Some people cannot watch fucking Dexter because he's a blood spatter analyst and go, oh my god, my blood. Some people can't watch fucking doctor TV shows or see someone bleed because they're disgusted by it. They're disgusted by their own blood. If a drop of your own blood falls on your leg, like you have a mosquito bite, you scratch it so much that you bleed, they fucking pass out because they're disgusted by blood.
Mm-hmm.
You know what happens when my girlfriend accidentally bleeds on me? I scoot my dumb ass over to the shower and wash it off. Oh my god, imagine that.
Oh, new shit.
Wow, again, we are inventing so much. Wow, the patent office is really gonna love us in the morning. We have invented so much new shit. Fucking imagine that.
Really? Because I thought common decency was around for a long time.
Well, apparently not. I
Oh,
love
fuck.
this. If a woman accidentally bleeds on you, no, there's no accidental about it. Are you on your period? Yes. Wow, you are going to fucking bleed. No shit. You can't accidentally bleed on someone. Like, it's so stupid how she words it. I accidentally
Yeah, no,
bled on my fucking high school teacher. Imagine that. So how do you? It's obviously meant to be worded as if a woman bleeds on you while you're having sex. If your penis is filled with period blood, because you can't accidentally bleed on someone on the side of the fucking street.
Yeah.
Unless you have blood gouging out your fucking veins because you got stabbed and someone's trying to help you and then you squirt blood all over their face. Yes, that is accidentally bleeding on someone. But
Yeah.
it's worded as a if a woman accidentally bleeds on you. That is obviously referring to you having sex while she is on her period, which
Yeah.
is not disgusting, which is not a big fucking deal. Do you know? Only when it is a big fucking deal, because when you're having sex, I know, very graphic, very fucking graphic, and it's gonna shock everybody. When you're having sex, you are pushing and pulling. And while you're pushing and pulling, a blood is a liquid. It's liquidized. It's not anything else but a liquid. It can actually reach inside of a little hole that you have on your penis that you use to pee through, and it can actually go inside because of the pressure, because you there's a hole on the woman's body that a penis goes into, and that hole is then
No
being
way.
shot. That hole is then being shot, if your penis is wide enough, by the way, and it creates a vacuum type of scenario. And then while you're pushing yourself inside and then pulling yourself out, that blood circulates on your penis and sometimes goes inside it. Well, that can be a little uncomfortable, and you might just lose your shit when you go to pee the next day and you realize that you are bleeding out of your dick hole. And then you might go, oh my god, I am peeing orange. What the fuck is going on? And then you realize, okay, my girlfriend's on my period. That happens once in like a million fucking times. And then,
Can I?
yes, you can
Can
lose your
I?
shit.
I wanna. That remind me of a funny story. I don't think I ever told you this,
Uh,
but um, there was a time in DR where fake blood was involved
uh-huh.
and fingering was involved.
Oh dear.
And I totally lost my shit when I went to the bathroom because I thought I was bleeding.
Yes.
after after the event, I totally lost my shit because I thought I was bleeding.
You know, the fluids that should be inside of your body, when they come out, it's it's okay to be not comfortable with it. It is perfectly fine to be not comfortable with blood. I myself am not uncomfortable with blood. That's
um,
simple. Again, it's an individual thing. Some people are disgusted by blood, and
I'm not disgusted by blood, but I do appreciate it when people keep their fluids on the inside.
yeah,
Like,
that's exactly what I wanted to say. You have someone like me, for example, when my girlfriend walks up to me and says, you know what, I'm on my period, I'm horny as fuck, let's fuck. No disagreement from me. Then you have a person that can be sitting literally right next to me. The same thing happens, and he goes, I don't like blood on my dick. Is that it's that now a bad thing? Is that, oh my god?
well, he probably shouldn't say it like that. He should probably be like, hey,
Yeah,
I
I know,
understand,
I
but
get it, but I just wanted to get to
yeah,
the
no,
fucking
he's
point.
got every right to be like, I don't want that. Again, consent.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I'm eating. I'm hungry.
no, it's fine. Oh my goodness, we are almost done. 97. Jesus Christ. Lobby your elected officials to implement high quality sex education in school.
Yes, I can
Yes.
agree to this.
Um, Uplift young black and indigenous girls at every possible opportunity. No excuses. There are a significant amount of excuses. What if she's fucking? What if she
What
killed
if she doesn't
someone?
want to be
What if
uplifted?
she doesn't want to be uplifted? What if she's a murderer? What if she's a drug lord? What if she's a drug user? Um, what?
Yeah, like again, this I feel like this is super targeted. Like this doesn't, this does not need to be here because, or it doesn't need to. It's talking about equality and feminism. Like feminism is supposed to be about equality.
Yes.
Like I get it. Uplifting young black and indigenous girls at every possible opportunity that has a very like yeah, sure, but it should be people. Uplift young people at every possible opportunity. No excuses. Yes. because it promotes equality. Am I taking away the significance that the people that she's specifically talking about are Black and Indigenous and girls? No,
No.
because feminism is about equality. Uplift, uplift young Black and Indigenous people at every possible opportunity. Like, same difference. Uplift people at every possible opportunity.
Mm.
That is actually, yes, uplift people at every possible opportunity. Do you want to know what was really cool today?
Mm.
I was going to say I work at the gas station. I don't work at the gas station. um, I went to the gas station, and the girl who was working behind the counter, she was an African American, and I'm obviously not. But I looked at her earrings, and I was like, oh wow, I really like your tapers, because she had these really cool black tapers, but on the top of the taper there was a yin yang, and I'm a sucker for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love black and white patterns, and I love that pattern in particular. I actually have it tattooed on me. I like it so much.
I would fucking
I
love
love it.
prison.
And I complimented her on it. And she liked it. And then we actually got into a conversation. But I compliment, like, if I feel like it needs to be complimented, I will. I actually, when I was done with one of my massages, I complimented a guy on his line work that he had on his tattoos, because the line work was fucking exquisite.
Mm.
Like, and I normally don't do that with my clients, because I know sometimes it could come off as creepy, but that was beautiful. And I know that that person had to sit there for hours to get it done. And, like, people like to be fucking complimented. There's so many, like, barriers that people put up. Like, this person is putting up so many barriers. If I was a guy and I read this, I wouldn't know how to compliment a fucking woman.
You
I wouldn't
don't.
know how to talk to.
You don't
It's like,
compliment women.
after reading
She
this,
plainly
this
stated
doesn't
it.
tell
Don't
me how
ever.
to treat a woman in any way, except to be leaving them alone in their own fucking corner. She's making it worse.
Yes.
People like her make it worse.
Yes. Yes, they do. And they're growing by the fucking hour. That's the problem. Because, okay, let's just go through 99 and 100, and then we're gonna draw some conclusions, shall we? Let's do the research first, and then come to the conclusion. 99. Do not ever assume you know what it's like. What's what like?
Yeah.
You can say that about.
Thanks for vague booking on this list of very specific things.
You can put at the end of that sentence. Oh, I'm sorry. You can put at in the middle of no and what. You can put anything there. Any fucking thing that I did and you didn't. I can tell you, do not ever assume what it's like to hold a deck of cards in your hand. If you never hold a deck of cards in your hand, you don't know what it's like. I can put anything there. Fucking anything that a human being can do. You don't know what it's like to jump out of an airplane with a parachute. You don't know what it's like to be a grandmaster chess player. What the fuck does she even talk about? You don't know what it's like, probably what it's like to be a woman. Well, you don't know what it's like to be a man and have you belittle me for being born a man and have a dick between my legs. You don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like because you tell me to close my legs when I sit down.
Yeah, like, I would actually really like to know what she's talking about here, because she's like, do not ever assume, or do not ever assume you know what it is like. Okay, so what are you talking about? Don't ever assume that you know what it's like to be a cis woman? So are you telling the trans women that have been reading your list, don't ever assume you know what it's like to be born a cis
woman, yeah.
female? It's like, how fucking demeaning. Again, she's not doing anything except making it fucking worse. Not only for men, but in this particular comment, wow! Like, she completely discredited any kind of support that she had just given the LGBTQ community.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever assume you know what it's like. Wow.
When
how
the entire
close-minded. Like, okay, granted, it's like I tell people who come to me for deep tissue, every therapist is different, but
right.
You're getting the same thing. It's like, don't ever assume that your experience or with rape is going to be like anybody else's experience with rape. But you know what? You both went through something that was similar together. And what she should say is, rather than do not assume you know what it's like, how about be open to sympathizing with those around you?
No, that's too many words that make sense together in a sentence for this fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, but she didn't say that, so that means that she doesn't mean what I just probably wanted to try and communicate something positive like that. She's being a fucking negative Nancy through all of these hundred. Jesus.
Last but certainly least is mainly just listen to women. Listen to us and believe us. It is the only place to start if you actually want all women to have a happy International Women's Day. It's repeating every other statement jumbled into one. You have to listen to me and believe whatever I say because I am a woman and I know more about life than you do because I am a woman. Don't you ever assume you know what it's fucking like, you misogynistic piece of shit. For more
Mm-hmm.
stories like this, sign up to our newsletter. No
No thanks.
fucking chance in hell